Ladies, gentlemen, letterboxed users, we are gathered here today to discuss the passing of someone who passed too soon. Arguably, they never got a chance to live, but has been a fixture in our lives for the last 12 years. Today we mourn the DCEU. Every year, for about a decade, the DC Extended Universe came onto our screens with an attempt of a new take on iconic characters, trying to tell new and old stories with these modern-day gods and goddesses. It started with such momentum only to fizzle out, like a dying flame on a cold night.
Hey, I thought this was a funeral for my cousin.
I thought this was a funeral for a human being.
Now I'd like to ask for a moment of silence for the departed.
Oh, come on! Stupid thing dying at a funeral? How else am I supposed to show how much I hated The Departed?
Stupid thing. Turn on. What the?
I'm glad that speaker died. Another few seconds, I was going to start screaming.
Why?
I have a fear of copyright strikes. The longer the clip, the more likely they appear.
In case the musical accoutrement was not clear, I am happy the DCEU is dead. I always hated that gray-scaled, boopy-colored motherfucker.
Dustin, let's leave color out of this.
Before he died, that bastard killed everyone I love. Superman, Batman, some others.
Dustin. Okay, come on, man. We gotta go in the back room.
Get your hands off me. Don't you know who I am? I was PWI 500.
I just don't think we should be speaking ill of the dead at a goddamn funeral. I'm so sorry, everybody. Come with me into the back room, Dustin. Come on. Come on. What the hell is wrong with you? You're drunk at church at 5 a.m.
I think the more egregious thing here is a 5 a.m. funeral.
Oh, snap out of it, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I just can't handle death. The only way I can relieve myself is looking through the bottom of a bottle sometimes. I'm in a bad state, man.
You know what might help you, bud? Talking it through with a friend. I'll go get Bobby.
No. You can't get Bobby. I can't let him see me like this. He'll think less of me.
Bobby could never think less of you.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Bobby. Did you, see the state of Dustin up there? Because if he continues disappointing me like this, I will think less of him.
Can't you just help me talk through my feelings? Maybe in the format of multiple film reviews and sitting down talking about the general DCEU as a whole?
So this is going to be just like that Christmas Carol thing again?
No, I didn't bring any outfits.
Okay. All right, bud, let's talk this through.
I am,
Where did it all start?
I guess in a way, it didn't even start with Man of Steel. I would think that it would start with the Nolan films, right? He made this trilogy of films that made this character turn to this like dark and gritty nature, something really interesting that that modernized, right? It modernized the character. And what's the next logical thing to do? You do Batman, you gotta do Superman.
Nolan was a producer on the first Man of Steel.
Yeah.
So obviously, Man of Steel was supposed to be DC going, oh, we had a great trilogy. It's great. People loved it. Christopher Nolan's out though. He doesn't want to make more.
Yeah, no.
movies.
Nolan didn't want to make any more. Nolan was good.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I had like an idea for Batman. I don't know what to do with anybody else.
They went with Snyder.
300. They were pulling him straight from like 300
Watchmen, Sucker Punch. Solid movies, very visionary, landscapes,
They
something.
definitely thought it gives the vibe of them going like, get me a Christopher Nolan type.
Something adjacent.
Something adjacent.
Yeah.
Like the best that's willing to do it.
I guess I felt like Superman. Look, I'm a bit of a fan of the character anyway. So
Man of Steel, it frustrates me more than most of the films that are like in the catalog of the DCU. It's character assassination to me. I'm gonna sound like a full-blown fucking nerd here, and I apologize, folks.
Well, Superman's your boy.
That's my boy. He means a lot to me, truthfully. Because everyone wants to say that Superman is a difficult concept to grasp. I couldn't disagree more. Everyone wants to focus, and Zack Snyder in Man of Steel wanted to focus on the God aspect of what Superman is.
Yes.
But that's not what he is. Superman isn't a god. Superman is a man. He's an immigrant.
It's funny because it's almost Zack Snyder almost unintentionally, it feels like, had a Lex Luthor understanding of the character.
No, truthfully, it's weird.
He's a god that is far above the other men, and then asking the moral questions of what do we do with this man?
And I'm not against that, but I think the main issue is that there is not opposition to that aspect of that line of thinking in the film, if that makes sense.
There's attempts, I guess, really weak attempts. They try to do some of the Daily Planet stuff, but you can tell he doesn't care.
No, that's the main thing. He doesn't give a shit about these side characters and about what's happening.
Doesn't care about Lois.
No, because he wants to get to that. He wants to get to the big fucking fight scene that goes on for goddamn 18 minutes. There are aspects of this movie that I can look back at and appreciate. Henry Cavill, solid Superman. Looks wise, looks the part. Oh my god, what a stud. But you can't have him be this omnipotent Christ figure. It doesn't make sense to me because that's not Superman. Superman is a man. He can grapple with having the abilities and aspects of godhood. But I don't think there was ever a moment where they brought him back to being human, to being a person.
What was it that you wanted to do with this film?
Hey guys.
Maybe this is a hot take.
Okay.
I think from what I've seen with Henry Cavill everywhere else, he's an okay actor. I think he's okay.
He's fine.
I still don't. I think everyone got so focused on man, he's
damn, he looks great.
Yeah, he looks great. It's a problem that we will be running into very soon in the rest of the DCEU.
It's very looks based. It's very aesthetic.
It feels like with the it feels like the casting, they literally were they have the same mental fortitude of your average fan caster who goes, doesn't this guy look like this character?
No, that really is what it looks like.
That. Most of the universe is like that.
Huh? I am so formal!
A lot of these people were models. Unsure exactly of Henry Cavill's background, but someone like Gal Gadot, I'm pretty sure she might have been in Bond beforehand. She might have done something else. But, for the most part... We have a fact checker, folks.
She was a lawyer.
A lawyer? She was a lawyer.
That's why she's so boring.
Yeah, that's why she's so boring and hateful.
She did acting in the IDF.
Wait,
What?
Sorry, what? She acted in the IDF as what? A war criminal?
The only one before 2010 was Fast and Furious.
Yeah, she's just Fast and Furious chick.
People don't need to start as an actor. They can become an actor through a different career.
Truthfully.
A lot of wrestlers do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, I do think there's more acting in wrestling than in modeling, but models can turn it.
But models can do it, you know?
We went quite a bit darker with Batman v Superman. I really wanted to make sure that we saw the hero, Superman, and we saw the true symbol of hope, the beacon of light.
There is an authentic appreciation for the characters, but there's also a misunderstanding, which is my issue.
Yeah.
You know, with Man of Steel and with is what I believe is the next film,
Batman
right?
v Superman.
Batman v Superman. Which, I mean, we introduced.
Thank you.
We introduced.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thanks, Jamie. We introduced Batman, you know, played by Ben Affleck.
I mean, Affleck is a pretty good actor. I mean, he's a great actor.
I would say he's great.
He's a great
visionary.
actor. But once again, I think it's that aesthetic thing.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, he looks like an older Bruce Wayne.
There is a world where it could work. And I think presentation-wise, they actually, I think they do a pretty good job. You know, he's bulkier, he's heftier, you know.
Yeah.
But also, he's like fucking killing people. He's killing people. Batman kills people in these movies.
Or basically like committing, like like they straight up say it in Batman v Superman. They go, oh, he doesn't kill people, but he brands them with a bat symbol, and then they get killed in prison.
Yeah! There's no way he doesn't know that that's happening.
Civil liberties are being trampled on in your city. Good people living in fear. Don't believe everything you hear, son. He thinks he's above the law.
You're told that fucking super dark shit, okay, in this movie, and then he's still quipping. They still have Batman doing little funny bits in this very film.
Well, pretty girl, bad habit. Don't quote me.
I don't think he's got a very good sense of humor.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't think Zack Snyder's very funny.
No.
But sometimes I feel like he might think he is. You know?
Yeah. It's like
he's always like, oh, I gotta put some kind of like joke or levity in.
his attempts at levity in these films don't read. Not even the humorous sections. Like in just the times where he's trying to make two characters kind of wholesomely talk to each other, like the scene with where Clark tries to comfort Lois
In the bathtub? That scene is so fucking creepy.
It's so strange.
It's weird because I know they're in a relationship, but it feels like an assault. Like I'm like, what is happening?
It's poor direction. I believe.
I'm just like, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, like you should.
Well, not only that, I think he couldn't have found two actors with worse chemistry. Amy Adams and Henry Cavill have no chemistry.
Yeah.
They don't act like they're work friends.
Yeah.
They don't even act like they know. Like they act like they don't know each other.
It's not like we're talking about like two random love interests in like a random film. We're talking about Lois Lane and Superman.
And like not only that, like she's important in this film. Her and his mother are the reason he's even fighting Batman. You have to believe that he truly cares and loves this woman and he wants to protect her. But like he's just kind of, we're told that because there's no chemistry.
There's nothing.
The scenes they show of them together, it's just like the bathtub scene. It gives me the creeps. It gives me the creeps. It's so weird because he's just like he doesn't even say anything. He's just like it's in the bathtub.
You could not have shot a beautiful woman less sexy. Like a beautiful woman in a bathtub,
They shot
naked.
Henry Cavill I'm just like, just takes his shirt off. It's just like, oh, it's a thing. I don't know.
It's like nobody is shot in any remote way attractive.
And it isn't intentional. Like it isn't like, oh, this is like a really organic scene.
Yeah.
It's just kind of just. It's just like, I don't know, they got in the bathtub.
Off to the next one. We got more shit to do, guys. This bloated ass fucking movie. We gotta move along from the fucking weird bathtub sex they're gonna have. And fucking Lex Luthor's there. Goddamn pistol and fucking.
Bruce Wayne meets Clark Kent. I love it. I love bringing people together.
What an awful character.
Okay. Let's be honest with ourselves. The concept of Lex Luthor being a little skeevy tech bro, that's something.
I think the problem is the execution, where Jesse Eisenberg is basically playing it like he's the fucking Joker.
Yeah, no,
He's playing
truly.
it like he's the Joker.
Ahoy, ahoy! I did not know you were here.
He's a dork. He's a dork.
He's just a dork. Like, it genuinely have to suspend my disbelief that he can even accomplish the things he's accomplishing.
Yeah.
Not only that, and this Superman has destroyed city blocks. I'm like, why doesn't Superman just kill this guy?
He just snapped his neck.
Yeah.
He didn't care about the fucking collateral damage, which they got. It doesn't feel intentional.
That in Man of Steel, they destroyed like the entire city, and then it feels like that wasn't intentional. And it feels like in Batman v Superman, they went, okay, a lot of people, like it almost feels like Zack Snyder's mad.
Yeah.
Like he's like, a lot of people were saying that I shouldn't have had him destroy all city blocks. So that's the plot.
Apparently,
About how
I can't
people
have
were
my
mad.
big dumb action climax, so that's what the movie's about now.
We open on that scene of like Bruce Wayne happened to be in Metropolis.
Yeah,
when
he's
this was
in
happening.
Metropolis.
He saw like the buildings coming down, and like he like pulled people out of the rubble. And then also, I'm sitting here like, this. How am I supposed to feel about Superman? Like, I get he didn't mean to, but like, how am I supposed to feel?
He's not exactly apologetic.
No, he doesn't care.
No.
That's another thing. Like Superman is just kind of like, I had to I regret it, but like I had to stop Zod.
I should be excited to finally see Batman fight Superman on the big screen. And people were. People saw this fucking movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's another. We'll go into that. Like, the DCEU was not DOA. The first few movies did very well at the box office. It wasn't until later that things started to stagnate a little bit. But, like, I mean, even the later movies didn't do, like, awful. So I wouldn't call financial troubles, like, the main cause of death of this universe. It seemed like the main thing that DC was around this time getting a little weird about, or Warner Brothers getting a little weird about, was the critical reception.
Yes, this is a big thing that we believe. At least I think you and I are kind of on the same thing.
Yeah, we've talked about this. I feel like they wanted these to be Dark Knight. They wanted the same critical reception and massive success.
Yes.
They wanted people to be like, these deserve Oscars. Like, these are fantastic films. And like, what they got was people seeing them, but a lot of people coming out of it and either being or like straight up not liking. Not to say some people don't, but like, at least in my own personal experience, everyone I've talked to, like normal people that aren't even like massive film watchers, like they don't like these movies.
No.
Like they don't.
They
like Man of
either
Steel.
don't really have an opinion, or they're like, oh, I heard it's shit.
There is a very dedicated, and I'm not exactly shitting on them, at least right in this instant, but there's a very dedicated Snyder fan base. People that like everything Dan Snyder.
Watch out. Jamie?
Was Dan Schneider involved in the DCEU?
What's Google it? What's Gemini say?
Zachary.
Oh, okay.
It was Zach.
It was Zach.
Sorry,
It was Zach.
I got fact
We
checked.
get into what Dan Schneider did too.
No, wait, no, we don't need it. Zack Snyder's fans support him and what he creates, you know? And whether, like, I enjoy his films or not, I can understand that he's trying to create something here with this to separate itself from Marvel, you know, which is like that's the big kind of looming threat right now. I don't think we've really brought it up too much, right?
Yeah, like Marvel at the time is like in its peak.
Winter Soldier, they just like the Avengers movies, they just had these huge fucking hits, you know, critically
and I mean,
and box office.
That's what Warner Brothers want. So I think it's also a clash of what Warner Brothers wants and what Zack Snyder wants. They want the success of Marvel, but they want Dark Knight style movies for all of their franchises. I think when the critical reception and the tone and like so many, and there's a lot of criticisms coming in. A lot of people saying it's too dark, it's too gritty, it takes itself too seriously.
Talking about Batman v Superman.
Yeah, Batman v Superman and Man of Steel.
Yeah.
But more so Batman v Superman, because Batman v Superman, like there are people I know that like the original Suicide Squad, but they don't like at Batman v Superman, because Batman v Superman is just kind of a mess.
Yeah.
And I think Suicide Squad is as well. But, you know, some people, I don't know, it's funny. You can excuse some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so that's the thing with the Suicide Squad, because that's
not the Suicide Squad.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
We're bad guys. It's what we do.
Suicide Squad. David Ayer made the film. Had a vision. Judging, I probably wasn't a great vision, but he had a vision.
Yeah.
He had a vision. He shot the film. They get to the edit. They released the trailer for Suicide Squad. The trailer does super well. Very well. People love it. People love this trailer. So Warner Brothers, thinking, oh, we finally got something. We got something people like. Make a strange decision to have the guys that edited the movie trailer edit the film. A production house that has pretty much only edited trailers. They say, you must edit the film. And they edit this thing to Kingdom Come. This thing is ripped apart.
It's disgusting.
It is, the movie feels like a trailer. I don't know how they did it.
It's so unartistic. I also know people who enjoy the film,
which I think is crazy, because I think this is the worst film in the entire.
I agree. I actually agree. I think this is so much worse than anything so far. It's so nothing. It's so bullshit.
I think Man of Steel has a clear vision and is very much like a film, and you can disagree and not like what he's doing, but it's a film. It's a movie.
As much as I hate to say it. Yeah, like,
it's
I get
a movie.
it. Yeah, it is
he's
the
doing
movie.
it. Batman v Superman, it's a mess of a film. A bloated waste of time of a film. I would still call it a movie.
This isn't.
This is a trailer.
Yeah, this is like...
It's like an out... I think like a 2-hour trailer, it feels like.
It's so weird how it's edited, but it's not weird.
Just the editing.
It's
though.
not weird in this like absurdist landscape that you could find yourself in.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird in the way that you watch it and you feel like something has gone wrong. Like
something has gone.
People who don't know
wrong.
what editing is or what it like it's supposed
editing
to look
film.
like. Yeah, like
it's designed for like it's made by people who do trailers, so they're very much for like that instant gratification, I guess, where it's just like, ooh, play the song they know, play the song they know, put it over that, put it over this. So it's like it's so unartistic, because it's like, play Bohemian Rhapsody, everyone likes that. Play it, play it, play it. It'll make people go, oh, I remember that scene. There was Bohemian Rhapsody in it. Like it's the mindset of trailers stretched out across like a 2-hour runtime.
Yeah, and look, I don't even want to talk about the characters, you know, because in the end, I don't really give a shit. I think when your film has a fundamental issue like that,
I will say this,
you know,
because there is calls by these people to release the Ayer cut. I will say this.
Do it.
Sure. Yeah,
Do it.
release it. I would like to see
if it's real. It probably isn't.
No. Yeah, like release the Ayer cut. Release it. Sure. I ain't gonna be on Twitter with hashtag release the Ayer cut on my profile. I'm not going to war with you people. Like
No.
I'm not gonna help you. But like if it gets released, I'll watch it. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, take that down, Warner Brothers. Another tally to the release the Ayer cut.
It's so weird because obviously Ayer was upset.
I think the movie's fundamentally bad, specifically because of the editing, the way they chopped it to pieces, the way it is, right? And I could be wrong, but I feel like my other part of me is like, yeah, release the Ayer cut. I ain't losing sleep. I don't think the movie was going to be fantastic.
No, there's no way.
The movie wasn't going to be fantastic.
Because it's also like a mess.
I mean, not only that, how much time and money was wasted. There's a direct quote from David Ayer where he's like, I have enough footage to make a standalone Harley Quinn and Joker movie out of the shit I shot.
Why are you saying that? You're telling me like out loud you just wasted time? I guess kind of cool because fuck Warner Brothers, but also like, why didn't you just make a fucking Joker Harley Quinn movie? What are you I don't get it. Like, is it supposed to be like a humble brag or something?
Yeah.
Stop that. I don't want to see that shit.
How you feel about?
I was about to say, can we talk about Leto for just a second?
I'm always down to shit talk that piece of shit.
That
It is literally the worst part of everything it's in. It's like the Jared Leto of fruits.
Thank you. Exactly.
He sucks. He's really bad.
He's a bad actor. Well, I think we all need to stop acting like he's a good actor.
It's weird because
he's a passable actor.
He's in great films, though. That's
I know.
the issue.
They
He's
keep pushing him.
They treat.
I feel like it's how movie 43 was made. Is how he has a career.
Like when Jared Leto, who plays the Joker, surprised his co-stars with an interesting gift for Margot Robbie.
Margot opened the box, and there was a live rat in the box. And so I wasn't dead shot. I wasn't dead shot at all in that moment.
You know, the point was to maybe inspire some chaos and insanity on the set.
I'm not against Joker being a weird pimp, you know?
You know what? I am. I'm gonna be brave. I am. I'm against Joker being a weird pimp.
I just think there's something there. There's something. But again,
he's not funny.
No one's good. Yeah, that's the issue. He's not funny.
But I mean, that's what
he's like. Do you want to fuck my girlfriend in front of me? What if I killed you instead? It's like, what? That's not funny.
What's the bit?
What's the
You want to cuck me and then I kill you?
I don't want no beef. You want no beef? You don't want no beef? You don't want no beef?
You don't like me?
And you're introducing these A-listers into this film, like Leto and like Margot Robbie.
At the time, she wasn't a A-lister.
Oh yeah, she wasn't. She just got done Wolf of Wall Street, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, basically. But like, you could see something in that.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You know.
Yeah.
So that are like Will Smith is probably the closest thing to it. You know.
Yeah.
The star power of Will Smith. And that's so mean.
Okay, I'm out here. Richard.
Isn't it crazy that Will Smith was in that movie?
Yeah, it's insane.
Like, really
I was
think
thinking about
it.
that.
Like, that's kind of crazy. Why was Will Smith in that?
No.
That's not true. That's a lie.
I'm going to be charitable to them. They thought we do not have something, and the executive started panicking. Where I think we started with them going, all right, we're just going to trust Snyder to basically do what Nolan did. I feel like Suicide Squad was also the first time that they were like, we gotta fully course correct. We need tone to be more funny. Oh, people like the trailer. Get the people who did the trailer to edit the movie. We need something that people can latch on to. And they're making a lot of decisions that's going against like the intention of the film. They think that it will latch people in.
They never tested Batman versus Superman, and they were expecting a different result, and then they got hammered by all the critics, and then it's like, okay, we're gonna turn David Ayer's dark, soulful movie into a fucking comedy now.
I don't care. I just don't give a fuck about this threat. I don't care about any of these things. And when the critical reception came out, do you remember how these motherfuckers were reacting to this? They were sitting there saying like that Marvel was paying off Rotten Tomatoes to actively give bad scores to DC films.
I mean, they still do that today, but not about the pay. Not about. They say that Marvel pays for good reviews, which is crazy because Marvel isn't getting good reviews anymore.
No, it's not.
Like Marvel, like I said, another funeral, but like I'm just anytime we start getting on a Marvel tangent.
Another funeral.
I'm gonna finish with that's another funeral.
That's another funeral.
Welcome back to the quantum realm, Scott.
Darren?
Surprised to see me?
Yeah.
The fandom, and I'm not blaming the death of the DCU on the fandom, because that makes no fucking sense.
If anything, they were the most invested. And the most that didn't want it to die.
But also, there's this fucking delusion that these critic scores...
Almost a victim complex.
Yeah, no,
right?
it felt that way. And it's like, you're riding or dying for this? Suicide
You deserve
Squad?
so much better.
You do!
You deserve so much better.
Look, taste is taste, and if you like the film, you like the film. But you're gonna, like, go on, like, a fucking, like a boycott for this? For, like, I don't understand.
Let's go home.
And then they were immediately proved wrong.
No, yeah, that's even crazier! That's even crazier! Because the critical reception for Batman v Superman sucked. Then Suicide Squad, I believe, was even worse.
Yeah, I think it's
if you want to pull that up
I
real
think it's
quick.
the worst review.
I believe.
I already have that up.
Oh, you do? What is it?
26 and 58.
26 and 58!
That's not true. That's a lie.
58 for the audience? These people, man. It's like, no.
Review bombing.
But dude, I love how like they'll say shit like that, and I was just like, guys, you are projecting so hard.
Yeah.
Because they're just like, oh, there's a woman in this, I'm going to review bomb it. So then anytime something they like is, they're like, these people are review bombing. And it's like you are projecting.
What was that? I should kill everyone and escape? Sorry. The voices. I'm kidding. That's not what they really said.
Wonder Woman comes out, and it is critically well received. It's really well received. You know, people are enjoying it.
Yeah.
We saw it.
Wonder Woman's kind of boring.
Yeah, I think that's my
think that's
biggest
the big
issue.
thing. I think it's just kind of boring. I think, you know, I don't actually think the script is that bad. Chris Pine is the most interesting. I'm a Pine head.
Big Pine guy. Favorite Chris.
That's my favorite Chris.
Yeah.
Hot take. My favorite Chris is Chris Pine.
Good shit.
Good Chris.
Good Chris. Solid Chris.
I think he's a pretty good love interest. I think the supporting cast is pretty good.
Yeah.
They're pretty decent. I think the...
just say it.
I think the big problem with the film is
Gal Gadot fucking sucks.
We cannot leave without helping them. These people are dying.
She is not a good actress. In my opinion. And in fact. But like
We cannot leave without helping them. These people are dying.
Obviously there's also political reasons why people may have soured on Gal Gadot. And why I have soured on her even more than I already didn't like her that much. But I find it very funny that if you take that out, I feel like there was just this culture almost where we were kind of like, you know, we were told, oh, there's going to be so many DC movies, right? And so we were just kind of like, she did pretty bad in this movie. Like, she was just really wooden and like, not interesting. She was just kind of, but like, I think we all kind of were just like, oh, she was all right. Maybe she'll get better.
There's this strange excuse
where it's
that
kind of
was
like,
being made.
Yeah, where it's kind of like, oh, maybe she'll get better.
She never did.
No, she never did. And
Never did.
and then you see her in all kinds of things outside of Wonder Woman. You're like, oh, she's just a really bad actress.
Right now, there's a lot of people that also agree, you know, with her not being a good person.
Yeah, well, I mean, she, actress.
Actress, sorry.
We cannot leave without helping them. These people are dying.
I do think it's a really dumb message. Like she's like, oh, a war's happening. I gotta go find and stop Ares.
And then she does.
And then they're like, no, it's not Ares doing it. People are just evil sometimes.
And then
Jamie's made a great point.
Jamie is making a great point.
Jamie's made a great point.
I killed him, but nothing stopped.
The fighting
You
should
don't,
have
you don't have
stopped.
time to talk
Why
about
are they
this.
doing
I don't
this?
know. I don't know.
Ares
I
is
know
dead.
that maybe people aren't always good. Maybe it's just, it's who they are.
The ending fundamentally does not work. Like, it's not even the fact that it doesn't make sense. It doesn't work because the whole story is her in this fish out of water kind of misguided tale, like saying
naively
that war is
believing.
happening because the god of war is causing it.
Yeah, and then like there's even that really good scene where like Steve Trevor is like, "No, Diana," and he's like, war is not, it's not this god, it's people. People did this. And it's like this really good scene, and like honestly, probably the best thing Gal Gadot does in the thing. She looks genuinely pretty emotional.
Yeah.
And like, and then yeah, like immediately, it's just like, actually, it was me.
It's
Harry.
me, the physical manifestation of war.
Me, Remus Lupin.
She fucking flies into him like with the fucking big punch, and she's like, "I choose love," and fucking kills him. And everyone who's dead is okay, I think. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking remember. I was too fucking busy. I'm pretty sure I was laughing my ass off in the theater.
And I choose love.
At that whole sequence. Because it's absurd. But it was really successful.
And people liked it.
And people liked it. I feel like that kind of leads us to the to the next thing, and we're kind of gonna go somewhat out of order because Justice League comes out.
Shall we?
We are going to talk about both versions.
We live in a society where honor is a distant memory.
I think it would be weird in this conversation
to just ignore the fact the Snyder Cut exists.
Because you can't.
No.
You can't.
This is from my understanding. I'm going to say a lot of things. Too many for Jamie to fact check. Zack Snyder was working on Justice League. He had a tragic event happen in his family, which at the time they said caused him to step down. I believe Zack Snyder has come out and said, no, he would have done it. He still would have done the film. It's unclear if he was pushed, stepped down, or stepped down because he felt he was being pushed. So he's out. They filmed like half the Justice League. And in a move that very much feels like we have fully gone full mask off, they are trying to just be Marvel. They bring in Joss Whedon to...
Known creep.
Not at the time.
Yeah, known in the background as
known
a
in
fucking
the industry as a creep.
Yeah, known in the industry.
Not just creep, racist. And then he does reshoots, massive rewrites. And so the movie kind of just becomes a different film than Zack Snyder originally wrote and made. Yeah.
From my knowledge, I have looked up interviews with Joss Whedon.
Because you're a big fan.
Because I'm a huge fan. Where he said that the studio mandated this to be a 2-hour film. The original cut of this film was fucking like 4 hours.
Yeah.
You know, it was going to be this huge...
It seems like there was a lot of financial mismanagement of funds early on. It seems like Zack Snyder literally had unlimited money. And what we were saying earlier, David Ayer or whatever, he had he was like, I have enough to make another movie. Why
What are you doing?
What are we doing?
Again. Just like a bat. I dig it.
Like, what are you as a company doing where you're like, okay, can we have more money? We're going to film 4 hours of a movie, basically make a 4-hour movie, and then you're going to force us to force us to cut it down, making it a mess, which is what was happening with a lot of these films.
Caused me to burn a tremendous amount of calories, so I am just a black hole of snacks. I am a snack hole.
So, Joss Whedon, he apparently cut pretty much all of Cyborg's shit because he didn't like the actor, Ray Fisher. He claims he was being, that he was racist and said some inappropriate things and was all around just piece of shit. A lot of other people felt very negatively about him as well. Ben Affleck has been pretty open about how he thought Joss Whedon handled things very poorly.
Gal Gadot.
I believe Gal Gadot came forward as well. Like, a lot of people were like, it was a nightmare, basically, to work for Joss Whedon. He was very bad to work for on this film. You can see that in a lot of the news scenes shot, the lack of enthusiasm with the actors.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck in particular, there are scenes where he is just dead-eyed.
One misses the days when one's biggest concerns were exploding wind-up penguins. A simple life.
Imagine there's no heaven.
Movie comes out. Awful reception. Not a very good, very poorly received movie. The Snyder fans and their robot pals start really brigading. They want the Snyder cut. It's everywhere.
This mythical 4-hour version of this
film, which we must say, Zack Snyder did step down. So this 4-hour cut of the film doesn't really exist.
No, it doesn't. If it were to exist, they would have to spend a ludicrous amount of money
to finish it, basically, because it was never finished, because they kicked him out before it was finished. It isn't like the film was done. Don't tell that to these guys, though. They're freaking out. They're like, we want the Snyder cut. Release the Snyder cut. Everything DC related. Release the Snyder cut.
It's making major news headlines.
Yeah, it's like people are demanding it. I remember at the time, me and Dustin were like, this is stupid. The movie wasn't finished. There is no Snyder cut.
But joke's on us.
Joke's on us.
And if you cross that line, I swear to God.
Before what, Bruce? Kill me?
Who's gonna give you a reach around?
For the release of Max, I believe, HBO Max, they said, we're gonna release the Snyder cut.
4 parts?
4 parts, I think, about an hour each. But here's the thing. Yeah, joke's on us. They released the Snyder cut. But we also were completely right. We just didn't expect them to dump that much money into this thing. The movie was not done. Scenes needed to be filmed. Things needed to happen. The Snyder cut did not exist. So they said, Zack Snyder, finish it. We will dump an insane amount of money. We're a little further in the timeline now than we have been. This feels like a move of desperation, where they're kind of like, we aren't getting that mass appeal of that Marvel's getting. Maybe we should play to the people that do like the stuff we're making.
Which, I'm going to say this. It's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea.
And it was some of the best press they got.
Yeah.
And I do.
It's weirdly pro-consumer and pro-artist.
Yes.
You know?
I don't think it was intended that
No,
way.
not at all.
I think they did it
no.
purely. This universe is not doing very well, and everyone wants this, so let's just make it. Let's just get it out there. Maybe they'll like it. And they did. The Snyder cut got decent from like critics and like the general public. People are like, oh, that was all right.
What do you think about it?
I
having been detached from it for so long.
The Snyder cut is better than the Justice League, but that's because the Justice League was a mess.
It's barely a film.
Barely a film. Awful.
Black hole of snacks. I am a snack hole.
I will say the number one problem with the Snyder cut is that it is too long.
Yeah, there's too much.
It is so boring because of how long it is.
Upon a revisit, I actually believe that the pacing of the film is significantly better. You know, and that's even from the standpoint of it being a mini-series.
Yeah.
You know, like the big Zack Snyder fight scenes are extended. But also, that's in comparison.
It doesn't matter how good the pacing is if it's 4 hours, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
because it's a 4-hour.
It's also I'm comparing it to the original Justice League,
and that
which is complete slop.
I think the original Justice League is on the quality of like Suicide Squad, where it's barely a film, just disgusting mess, awful. I think the Snyder cut is on the quality of, like, I'll even give it Man of Steel.
Yeah, I'm happy that Snyder got it.
Yes, absolutely.
I am happy.
I'm happy that he got the opportunity to do it. Absolutely.
It's here and people are happy, and then it feels like there is just this downpour of like, release this cut of this thing.
Yes.
Release
That
this
is
version
exactly
of this
what I was
thing.
about to get into.
You know, and
I
it's
remember.
weird.
Yes, I remember at the time, and I remember, I still believe it to this day. I think it set an awful precedent for art that the Snyder cut got released. I think it's good that it did because it was very pro artist, pro consumer. They listened, but I think that it has created a sense of entitlement in a lot of
And I know that can sound very elitist
Yes.
of us, and I understand that, but I still like I completely agree. I think there is this weird entitlement thing from a subspace.
Yes.
Like a sub category
And
of fan.
And even with things I agree with, like I like perfect example is the Sonic design.
Yeah.
The Sonic design, the original live action Sonic design, awful. Everyone was clowning on it. People were telling them they need to change it and all this. And then they did. It has since come out that basically it was that way due to not getting enough budget and like all this. You know, it was not a creative decision. So the fan outpouring convinced the studio to pony up. And that is the kind of outpouring that I like.
Yes.
But imagine, but like, would it be the same if this was clearly a director's thing? I mean, sure, you can not like it, but like the director's the guy making the film. Do you, as a consumer, should you be able to go, I don't like it, change it? Do we almost need to crowdsource all art? Do we need to just release a cut of the film where basically people are going like, ooh, I don't like this character, get rid of that character. Ooh, I don't like, especially when a lot of the people that were being vocal about this are people who are like anti-DEI and shit, you know?
I mean, like we have to be honest with ourselves. There's a base of support that the Snyder fans that are weirdly like weirdos.
Yeah.
You know, they're fucking strange.
The consumer can force the artist to make something else.
The Force Awakens, you know?
Yeah.
That's what happens with that whole entire thing, where we have like a vision that gets changed throughout, and then in the final film, you know, it's just this mess because they don't want to piss anybody off. I don't want to sound like that guy, but art is supposed to like get a rise out of people. You know, I know this is just stupid fucking superhero movies we're talking about, but if we want to take this shit seriously, you know, we have to take it fucking seriously.
The perfect example, I think, of this mentality going too far, recently, as of this funeral, the teaser trailer for Shrek 5 has come out. There has been redesigns for Shrek 5. It's one of those things where, like, normally people would just go, oh, I don't know if I like this redesign. And then they'd either like go, oh, I'm not going to watch it because I don't like the redesign. Or they'd go, oh, you know, maybe it'll grow on me. I'll still watch the movie. In fact, that's probably like what the normal person should be doing. Where they go, oh, I don't know if I like this design. But, you know, if I hear the movie's good, I'll go see it. Like, there's a pretty large portion of people, from what I've seen, going like, change it. And even using Sonic as an example, saying we got them to do it before, do it again. Like, change the designs. And it's like, this is an art decision. This is not like they didn't have enough money. This was an
respectfully
art
speaking,
decision.
who are you, Twitter user, to exclaim that this art isn't what it should be?
Yeah, and it's like
I also hate to be that guy. You haven't seen the product.
There was like a little AI video going around of like old Shrek like destroying like the new Shrek footage or something like that, and they were like, haha, the AI looks better than the new designs. And I'm just like, yourself.
Black hole of snacks. I am a snack hole.
I am genuinely happy that Zack Snyder got his film made that he wanted to make, but also, like...
I think this campaigning is only good if it is pro-artist. If you are campaigning against a company, like the Shrek thing,
it's not pro-artist.
It's not pro-artist. It's anti-artist, in fact, especially because then you say, oh, AI looks better. It's like, so you're telling the company that they might as well just make an AI slop movie?
Yeah, yourself.
Yeah, yourself.
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 I am a snack hole.
All right.
That was really good.
Bobby, what's after Justice League?
Aquaman, Shazam, Birds of Prey, Wonder Woman 1984, and The Suicide Squad.
Okay.
I remember pretty much every single one of these films.
Yeah. Aquaman, coming right after Justice League, is a fucking... it's...
I don't know why, I just started laughing.
It's...
How do you don't even know how to feel, man?
I think it's interesting because it's like you go from bloated mess of the first Justice League to bloated mess of Aquaman. Aquaman is 2 hours. Jamie, look it up. What is the length of Aquaman? Because holy fuck. I remember being in this theater.
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours! It is the length of Avengers Infinity War. Is that necessary for an Aquaman solo film? Look, I rock with Aquaman. You know, I get it. You can make something interesting out of literally any character. I truly believe that. You know, there is not an adaptable character that would be innately uninteresting. But Aquaman, 2.5 hours? Fuck you, James Wan. You can eat shit.
Have a parachute.
Redheads, you gotta love them.
You didn't like D.H. Willem Dafoe? You didn't like the shitty Aquaman suit?
No, I didn't. I hated it.
You didn't like the second worst chemistry in the entire DC?
Oh my god. We can't even bring up her.
Here, I'll take the bullet.
Okay.
I don't want to speak on Amber Heard's private life or any of that. I think what was happening there is awful, and I feel very bad for her. She can't act. She's a bad actress.
No, she's not
She's
good.
a very bad actress.
Yeah,
same as Gal Gadot. I don't think she does a very good job. And you know what? Maybe it's the script.
It might be. Script's real rough in this.
The script's bad.
Well, it's just weird to
her
me.
character's nothing. Her character's just literally hot chick that Aquaman is with
is gonna fuck.
Yeah.
It's weird to me that you have someone like Jason Momoa who's got such energy, such obvious energy and charisma.
Yeah.
And you don't capitalize on that instantly.
My thing with him is I think he was miscast very badly. I think them trying to reverse engineer Aquaman to be a Jason Momoa character is the problem with this character. Aquaman's a king. He's royalty. That's kind of the interesting thing about him. He's kind of like T'Challa in that sometimes there's these conflicts of what's best for his kingdom and what's best for everyone.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interesting dynamics you can play with Aquaman as a character, but then they just kind of make him this rough loner who
he's fucking cool.
Yeah, he's like I'm
like a biker.
He's like a biker.
Yeah, he's like the character he should have been playing.
There's a quote from Jason Momoa where he got where he was just they were calling me up and I was like, oh, I'm good. Oh, they want me to play Lobo because I've said how much I want to play Lobo, and they said we want you to play Aquaman. And I was like, all right.
He said that on and he's still Aquaman at the time talking like that. No one gives a fuck about these fucking movies.
I got called in the office and I was just like, well, do you know who you're gonna play? And I'm like, yeah, Lobo. Yeah. Of course, he's the only one that can fight Batman and Superman. He's like, what? Lobo? I'm like, no, he's not in this universe. I was like, what? What the hell am I supposed to...
And then Shazam comes out, and...
Listen, Zachary Levi...
What did just so many problematic people in this fucking universe. Jamie! Jamie!
So,
Zachary Levi sucks. A horrible piece of shit. I'm just gonna say it. I hate him. Shazam, awesome movie.
there are still elements of Shazam that I think they could have been way better. I think the CGI awful.
Yeah.
Holy
But I
crap.
can
Bad.
excuse.
I do excuse it.
Yeah.
The CGI looks awful.
If the story has
Inexcusably bad, honestly. It's very bad. It's some of the worst looking CGI in the whole DCU.
Yeah, it's
which is saying something.
these movies, at least from my perspective, they start to get more received better. You know?
Little, yeah. Like,
people are liking Birds of Prey.
And on occasion, bitch. Bitch? What are you talking about? That for me, will you?
I liked it all right from what I remember. I think I've seen it one time. I saw it in theaters, and I was like, it's all right.
But
I can't really remember a lot of it. I remember Ewan McGregor was in it. He was Black Mask or whatever.
He was fun.
Yeah.
Remember Margot Robbie being annoying.
Yeah.
I don't like really putting too much.
I will say it's the writing. I think I think that they write her very obnoxious up until James Gunn, where it's like, I think it's just the right amount of obnoxious.
Yeah.
Just a dash of hot sauce. Not too much, Sal. Want to taste that cheese?
Harley, I feel like, is played best as a character who is obnoxious but like has a heart underneath of it a lot of the time, because that's her thing. Like she's a romantic.
When you don't downplay the obnoxiousness and she is the main character of a film, it can get a bit grating.
Yeah.
And that's just my perspective of it.
And also, I think it's funny that it obviously was originally supposed to be a Birds of Prey movie, and then they said, all right, throw Harley in it.
Studio mandate.
We got Margot Robbie. She's hot now. She's hot.
Yeah, she's
we
big.
gotta capitalize on this. Make it a Birds of Prey movie. Birds of Prey, never mentioned again.
No.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Fuck that guy. Tacos?
It's Wonder Woman, right? Next,
1984, right?
Wonder Woman 1984, yes.
And then
Is it 1984?
Yes.
Why is it always 1984? You realize that? Like, every time something's in the 80s, they always make it 1984.
Hell of a year.
It's almost like 1984 is so many people think about it a lot.
That's just a trash can.
It's just a trash can. Yeah.
I got a hot take that I like it way more than the first one.
Oh, yeah. No, me and you both feel that way. I think we all do. I think we all do.
I think it's a lot messier.
Us and Jamie. It is a lot messier. It is a flawed movie in a lot of ways, but I don't know. I kind of like the mess. I kind of like the weirdness.
It's a weird film. I couldn't tell you a single thing Diana does in the movie. I
like everybody else a lot.
I think Steve Trevor does. I think Chris Pine's fucking being real funny in it.
Pedro Pascal. He's having a good time. Kristen Wiig.
Kristen Wiig's hamming it up.
Oh yeah, it's
I think the rest of the cast is just like doing it really cheesy, and it's kind of fun.
I think now is when Gal Gadot is having some of the best performances that she's ever given, and ever will. Like the sequences that she has with Chris Pine, there's like actual chemistry there now, and it's like I'd like to think it's the direction of Patty Jenkins
or Chris Pine just being Chris Pine could have chemistry with a rock, man.
Ooh, he can have chemistry with me. Ooh. Sing me a song.
Give me your pie.
Give me your pie.
Pie.
Muse is gone.
Muse is gone.
Muse is gone.
Song I've been working on for a while about friendship.
People are starting to enjoy the films a little bit more. They're
feels.
starting to be like a little bit of fun fan service, like in 1984, and
Yeah.
Birds of Prey. There's a lot of fun little things.
But
that
I feel
happen.
like they're also pissing off the original fan base even more.
Yes.
Like, I think there's like this war basically where it's like they're kind of building a little bit more of an audience. I wouldn't say there's like super dedicated.
No.
But like they're building an audience.
The Snyder fans are gone.
But the Snyder fans are just over here complaining about everything that's being put out.
Yes.
And talking about how much they like the old stuff. So you got these people that are constantly complaining, and then you got these people that kind of like it. If something bad comes out, they're not going to see it.
No.
Like, there's no loyal fans, right? Like, there's just kind of like people that are like, I'm willing to see a DC movie.
And then The Suicide Squad comes out.
We love the rain. It's like angels are splooching all over us.
The Suicide Squad is phenomenal, and I love it. COVID-19! COVID-19 happened.
Yeah.
This movie was put directly onto streaming, which also, we have to say, that is also, that is a factor in this death. It is COVID-related. I think
it is, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
This death is COVID-related. Because I think you are right. I think movies were coming out, and they were kind of like, they were doing okay.
They were in a building
you weren't
process.
seeing much money from it.
No.
Because theaters were shut down. And like, the Suicide Squad, which is objectively, not objectively, but you know what I mean. It's in my opinion,
it's a good movie.
It's a very good movie.
It is probably, up to this point, the first really good movie.
That's what it feels like to me. And like, pretty much, there isn't like any flaws. I mean, there's flaws. Sure, there's flaws in anything. But like, in my mind, no glaring flaws. Even Shazam, which I liked a lot, like it had glaring flaws. The CGI was pretty bad.
But Suicide
a lot
Squad,
of the characters were kind of paper thin.
Yeah.
But like, the Suicide Squad, fantastic.
You're gonna risk the entire mission for a mental defective dressed as a court jester.
It's coming from a guy that wears a toilet seat on his head.
Done by James Gunn.
Doesn't Marvel fuck up and let go of James Gunn
Yes.
for like a minute?
Yes. A little before this, because that's how Suicide Squad happened.
Yeah. So a little before some of the films that are coming out, and I believe like right around the time COVID it just started rumbling, James Gunn's old tweets resurfaced from people I'm just gonna say it, intentionally trying to cancel him.
From what I remember, it was in retaliation to the Gina Carano firing, where a bunch of right-wingers were brigading Disney, basically demanding that they fire James Gunn if they were for tweets, because they fired Gina Carano for her tweets.
An eye for an eye.
Yeah, basically, they wanted to bring down
They
a
wanted
kind
to
of
fire
left-wing person. In regards, they wanted to bring down a vocal.
Yeah.
James Gunn is very vocally political.
Yes.
They wanted to bring down a vocal left-wing director who made Disney's most profitable, like Marvel's most profitable, one of their most profitable franchises. They wanted to bring them down in retaliation to firing Gina Carano, who they felt was unjustly fired for her comments.
Gina Carano's tweets that she made recently, as opposed to James Gunn's tweets that he made. It was a fair bit ago by the time they
very
posted
long
it.
time ago.
I think it was almost a decade.
It was back when he was basically like more of a shock jock filmmaker.
Yeah.
He was like trying to make shocking content. He was saying awful things. There are awful things objectively. They are jokes. He never meant it. He meant his purpose was saying shocking things.
Exactly.
To get a rise out of people.
It was an attempt at being a joke. Whether or not the joke is funny is a completely different conversation.
Gina Carano meant...
Yeah, no. I'll just say it. You don't post that you're you don't post an equivalency to the fucking Nazi Germany. Like,
you don't say being a right winger in America is like being a Jew in the Holocaust.
That can't be miscued as a joke, you know.
It isn't a joke. She meant it.
But it is a fucking joke. It is a fucking joke.
My theory is Disney didn't know where it was coming from. They thought it was like fans. They thought it was people.
Yeah.
Like the overwhelming, because I think they brigaded so efficiently. They felt like it was coming from everywhere. So they fired James Gunn. They broke his contract. He was off Guardians 3.
DC
immediately
swooped in, said, "Hey, do you want to?" I don't know exactly what the conversation was like,
but they were like.
But then out of nowhere, we saw a fucking poster, The Suicide Squad, directed, written,
by James
everything
Gunn.
by James Gunn. It's like holy shit.
Yeah, basically they swept up.
They swept up Marvel's greatest filmmaker.
They did.
To me personally, he is the
I
greatest
think he is because the
director
only,
Marvel has known.
Yeah, no, I think for sure because I think the closest second is like the Russo brothers.
Yeah,
and even them, I think they've done good work, but I don't think they're like visionary.
No, James Gunn has a vision and knows how to craft, especially these like superhero films.
Yeah, just a side thing. I think the Russo brothers are very good studio filmmakers.
Yeah,
I think they're very good at making something good despite studio interference.
Yeah,
I think they're very good at working with studios to get a product that they like.
I don't think any of the films hold a candle to like
the
worst Guardians sequences.
The heart of the Guardians, the characterization.
It's insane. I can't get enough of them. And then when I heard that he's doing the Suicide Squad and you see the lineup.
And then Disney went, oh fuck, oh shit.
Yeah,
damn it.
Disney realized that they fucked up.
That's why I think they didn't know where the criticism was coming from.
Yeah.
Because I think if they knew it was a concerted brigading effort, specifically in like right-wing circles saying, get James Gunn fired, I think they would have been, they probably would have just ignored it until they moved on.
But it's stupid that they don't fucking realize that.
Yeah, but I think they did afterwards. Because because they also got into a bunch of hot water because basically the entire Guardians cast said, we're not going to make the movie.
Yeah, we're not going to make Guardians 3.
Unless
because people were talking about like Taika Waititi taking over.
Yeah. And like, there were a few, like I think Chris Pratt and them were like, we won't be happy about it. But I think he was like, they'd still do it.
But Dave Bautista
was like, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm absolutely not doing it.
Big based ass.
He said, I am not going to do Guardians.
Absolutely.
But then, they put out like a joint letter where the entire cast signed it, where they said, we want James Gunn back. It was an awful decision to fire him.
It is the biggest fumble in comic book filmmaking.
Yeah. So
to me, is that scenario that happened. Because since
they gave him away,
and then some other events are gonna happen soon. But like this movie happens, it goes to streaming, so everybody
saw it.
Yeah, everybody has the ability to see it.
We don't know how much money it made them.
Yeah, because the numbers are weird and
like,
streaming.
There was barely in theaters because.
But the critical reception went crazy.
Critical reception went crazy, and everyone watched it.
And immediately got a spinoff of Peacemaker.
Yeah, which also was by James Gunn and was also one of the best things.
One of the best things that they've made. It might even be better than the Suicide Squad.
I think it is. I think it might be. But we're not going to talk too much about Peacemaker. That's a TV show.
No,
and also, it's not dead.
Yeah, it is not afraid. Like how James Gunn's filmmaking is for his comic book films, it is not afraid to be silly and to be strange, which is something that we haven't really talked about with this whole universe, is something that they're kind of avoiding to me. Which, like, I think Marvel at times is
Marvel, I think, is like I think they're even worse than DC a lot of the time with that, where they just like, they are so scared of coming off as like silly or goofy, like in regards to like what they're showing you.
Yes.
Like they want everything to be grounded. I mean, dude, they're like, we can't put someone in a comic book accurate suit. We have to make it look like it's military tech, like all the time.
And I'm not saying that I need a comic book accurate suit.
But they're scared of it.
Others again.
Just like a bat. I dig it.
But the Suicide Squad is such like a when we were looking at the list of films, it's to me like kind of like an encapsulation of this era, you know, where it's like there's hope. There's something here.
If they kept on this track or did something. But I think the fact that COVID, technically, like the Suicide Squad got the reception they wanted, but they don't know how it would have done in theaters. And I think because of that, they're a little cautious still. They're like, I don't know if we want to go fully forward with like this tone or like what's going on here. I think Peacemaker probably put their mind at ease a little bit more, seeing the success of Peacemaker.
But that's like, and that like did well for them and critically and commercially, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to like the big movies, you know, everyone's kind of like in flux and not sure what to do. And especially with COVID, we need something to bring people to the theaters. And you know what you need? You need the biggest movie star in the world.
If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Black Adam.
This is weird, right? No, let's not even. This is
Black
weird.
Adam was also. They were talking about this movie.
They were talking about this years.
They were talking about this movie for fucking years.
Yeah, yeah.
This movie was being talked about, yapped about, even constantly bringing.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson has been going on and on about playing Black Adam. He's getting his own production company to help with the making of this film. There's like this weird like anti-hero thing. Like he's not a villain. He's not a hero. He's Black Adam. And I just want to say I always found it funny that Black Adam's name is Adam. Like it's Black Adam.
Yeah.
You know, like that's like a dude's name.
Yeah.
I always found that funny. It's like Silver Steve, you know, like.
It's time for India versus Pakistan.
We saw this in theaters. I had to. This movie comes out, and I'm not even talking about the quality of this film, but like, The Rock seemingly tries to do a takeover of the DC universe because everything is up in the air right now.
He sees an opportunity to just take DC.
Yeah.
Like he's some kind of war chieftain who's like, it was just like, I see a weakness. We must go. And he just like charges on them. And like his Attila sacking Rome.
I think COVID gave way to these executives absolutely losing their fucking mind. It seemed like DC was looking for someone to buy, was looking for someone to take over, because the Snyder Cut had just happened and they got so much bad press. Some of the worst bad press.
Yeah.
Because with the Snyder Cut coming back, all that shit just started resurfacing, you know? So in a way it was good, as we've already stated, but in a way it's like, it's probably the worst thing that they could have done. Because now you have a huge amount of people saying, put Zack Snyder back in charge, you know?
Yeah.
Give us what we want.
As we've seen, that doesn't really work.
It just seemed to me like something was about to happen.
Very obviously, there was a bit of a like, where are we going? What are we doing going on? Like you said. And The Rock kind of just said, if I'm assertive enough, I can just say what's happening. He like comes out and he's like, we're making a Black Adam versus Superman movie. This was never confirmed by the studio. He just said it. Like, he said it was happening.
Jake, I could see things so clearly on how that scene looks like, what that scene looks like, what the film looks like, what the next 3 films look like. Now, whether or not that comes to fruition, that always helps when you have that kind of clarity.
The Rock decided that he wanted to play Black Adam, right? And, like, Black Adam is a Shazam villain that historically, you know, he's a villain. He's a bad guy.
He is Shazam's villain.
Well, that, yes, but also he's just a bad guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, well, one, The Rock can't play a bad guy because the bad guys lose. He can't be a bad guy, so he's got to be an anti-hero. And then also, you cannot convince me that The Rock knows anything about Black Adam, like from the comics. Or if he does, he doesn't care. This is what I think The Rock knows about Black Adam. Black Adam has very similar powers to Superman, but they're magic, and Superman's weak to magic. I think that's all he knew.
I will say, I think personally, that The Rock wanted to beat Superman.
He did.
I think this is some wrestling bullshit. I smell a fucking carny. I know a carny when I fucking smell one. And the fucking Dwayne just think he's carny in this whole fucking scenario. He said, "Oh, Superman, that's weak to magic. I can be Magic Superman.
I can be Magic
and
Superman.
beat him." Everybody wants to see The Rock versus Superman. Like, what are you fucking on about, Dwayne? Fake ass people. What are you saying? Like, he does this for the movie, okay? But then there's these weird rumblings that The Rock is going to take over, like, and be in charge of the DC universe.
And The Rock is seemingly like, yes, I want to.
Yeah, The Rock
Give
is
it
saying,
to me.
like, oh, I'd be open for the DC characters to fight the Marvel characters. It's like, what are you talking about? The Rock is saying this? What do you mean? I love that The Rock was like, I don't want to fight Shazam.
Yes,
I don't want to fight
that
Shazam.
was the funniest part. He said he's not gonna fight Shazam.
I'm not. He said-
and I'm just like, that's your superhero.
That is Black Adam's.
You're a villain.
Yeah.
As it's been said, The Rock has a contract where he's like, I can't lose.
Yeah.
Like in films. This isn't just in wrestling. This is in films. He can't lose in a movie. Why do they let him do that? I don't. No, I'm serious. You don't need to put up with this. Honestly, I think people realize that. I think that's why he hasn't been getting a lot of roles.
Yeah, that's why you see him back in wrestling, being the final boss. It's suspicious that after Black Adam, which didn't bomb, but it did not do well. Suspiciously,
The Rock isn't in
went
anything anymore.
immediately back into wrestling.
Dwayne Johnson here. I am inviting you to check out the Black Adam experience on Roblox.
What's after this? What is after Black Adam?
Shazam! Fury of the Gods.
Okay, can we be completely real? I haven't seen this film.
I haven't seen it.
I'm an idiot.
I think I haven't watched it just because I'm just like, no, Zachary Levi, I'm not gonna watch it.
I'm not gonna watch
He
it.
said he's like begging people to watch it.
Yeah, it's hysterical. It's pathetic.
Also, I believe okay, I know the real reason I didn't see it. It came out that the DCU was gonna die.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't see it.
Okay,
wait. Start over.
Yeah, we got to
start over.
A pro wrestler who was the biggest movie star of all time is trying to do this House of Takeover.
Suddenly, Henry Cavill's back. Suddenly, we're gonna have a Shazam versus Black Adam film. That's all we're hearing about. Henry Cavill's talking about it. Within days of Shazam of Black Adam 2 coming out, they literally show us this post-credit scene. Henry Cavill makes an Instagram video where he goes just like, hey guys, it's true, I'm back, I'm gonna be like the Superman. And then like within like a week, the DCU is given
a notice.
It's given its time left to live.
Yeah.
They have given James Gunn the DC universe.
The craziest thing has just happened. It is
an upset.
Yeah.
And like, from what I remember, I think The Rock had like a few, like I think he basically just said, like, oh, I'm down to work with James. And then he just like never said a word
there's
again.
There is this aura around everything once Gunn is appointed.
Yes.
You know? That
not only as the head visionary of the DCU,
because
CEO.
We're not
DC.
talking about like oh, he is the creative director. He's the person in
It's
charge
not like
of
he's
making
taking
this.
over for Zack Snyder.
Yeah, no, he is DC.
He is now the CEO of DC's like media production, basically.
And there's just like everybody is seemingly dropping.
Yes.
Like there's all these people like, cause like Ezra Miller, fucked off somewhere. Flash is apparently still happening.
Flash is apparently still happening.
Gal Gadot,
which is insane.
Yeah.
Because which is insane because James Gunn also, actually we'll get into what James Gunn says about each individual movie. But Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot, Silent, fucking Zachary Levi, very
vocal. Zachary Levi is like, please let me keep my job.
Hey, I would like to be Shazam still.
Listen, I love Keanu Reeves. If you want to go see John Wick, fucking go for it. I mean, I'm not going to tell you not to. We were thwarted. All of these hardworking people were thwarted. We were not allowed to have that happen, okay?
This was my last. Would I be happy if this is how it turned out? I'm very happy with this movie. I hope it's not my last, but...
This universe is dying.
Yeah.
It will die. They are given a literal terminal diagnosis.
The universe is dying. The stars are going out. It has 4 films left.
All discussion about these films turns into, why should I care? And almost every question being asked to these actors are you going to still be this character? And it kind of, all the discussion turns future centric instead of talking about the movie itself. So these movies almost feel like nothing. Like it really did feel like there was confusion and sadness. And then also, some people dancing on their grave. And honestly, in a lot of their defenses, the people asking about, these movies and stuff, I think it was a lot of confusion. And I think James Gunn pulls this weird thing where he almost is kind of denying its death while also killing it.
Yeah.
Which, like I said, I love James Gunn as a filmmaker, but I think that the way he's handled the old universe is very strange. I think it comes from a place of he is an artist. And I think he especially considering he made art for the last DC, he doesn't want to decanonize Peacemaker. He doesn't want to decanonize the Suicide Squad. He loves those projects. He wants to make sequels to those. He wants to make things expanding upon those. He wants to reference them. So he kind of just has come to this weird thing where he's like, oh, yeah, those happened in the other universe, but they also kind of happened here.
It's there's
and
echoes.
There's echoes.
Yeah.
And we haven't even officially started this universe with the exception of Creature Commandos. Our first theatrical release is Superman, coming very soon at the time of his funeral. But you just kind of end up thinking maybe you should just let it lie. Let it die.
I just think, and maybe it's a byproduct of how these big multi-billion-dollar studios pump into this weird connected universe. And after a while, it all just kind of feels like nothing. It all starts to feel so, because then I start thinking about what's connected and what's not connected. And there are people asking because they want clarification, and I don't blame them. Know. And you have people and James Gunn, who's taking over, is trying to answer to the best of his abilities, but he's probably been somewhat pigeonholed. That he can't answer everything because God knows what's happening. And it's just what is any of this? What is going on? It is hysterical how it can begin so misguided and misdirected and end even worse, end in this weird fizzle, because that's what it feels like to me. It doesn't feel like a fucking explosion. It feels like someone snuffed the flame. You're telling me that you couldn't make $1 billion with a Superman movie or a Batman movie? We didn't have a single Batman movie in this universe. How absurd is that?
We had a Batman movie, but it was not in this universe.
But it was not in this universe.
Because that was another The Batman and Joker, and they made all this stuff that was disconnected, which is very confusing to a layman, so I think that was also a factor. My dad's oh, this isn't connected to all those other Batman, like the fact that Joker and Batman aren't connected confused my dad.
Yeah.
Because it's Joker and Batman. So like everything was up in the air. They didn't really know if they could say they were not connected, but they're like, oh yeah, we might connect them later if it'll help us. Because it was such a mess.
That's what it is. You know, nail in the coffin. A mess.
And the biggest problem is the same thing that I will say about like the new Star Wars trilogy and all this. The problem is no constant creative voice in the room.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder could have been that, but the studio didn't like what he was putting out. Yeah. And that's fair, but then instead of getting a new voice, a new direction,
the studio thought that they could do it.
The studio thought they could just bring people in willy-nilly, trying to try everything, try to get something that sticks, so they could be. I mean, back before the Marvel Cinematic Universe, DC was so much more prevalent than Marvel.
Yeah.
DC's characters were Marvel had like Spider-Man, and the X-Men, and
genuinely that was it. No one gave a shit about anybody.
No one gave a shit about the Avengers. No one gave a shit about any of this shit. The MCU is what got people in, what made Marvel the name it is today.
To the layman.
To the layman.
Yeah.
To the layman. But so like DC, they have a better catalog of characters. People know the Justice League. People know Superman. They know Batman. They know most of them know Batman villains. Most of them know Lex Luthor. You know, like there's so much like Wonder Woman. People know Wonder Woman. Pretty much almost all of DC's main rotation, people know. And the fact that they couldn't slam dunk on Marvel is it's kind of embarrassing.
It's laughable.
It's the thing is, it's like Marvel had a much harder battle making characters people didn't really care about relevant. But I guess you could argue the opposite as well, that since Marvel had lower stakes, putting in like Iron Man, who people didn't really care about at the time, they could let the creatives do what they want, make a good movie. Whereas with this, there's a lot of expectations on a Batman movie. There are a lot of expectations on a Superman film. So I do understand to that degree that there is a lot of pressure and a lot of expectations put on these big IPs. But these big IPs are big for a reason. The characters are very popular. And the fact that they couldn't get someone in the room and make it make sense is sad. And it shows the lack of care that the executives were truly putting into this universe. It deserves to be reborn with James Gunn at the helm, with a constant vision and a constant direction for the universe to go. Will James Gunn succeed? Maybe not. He might not. But at the very least, he knows what they're doing, and he knows which direction he wants to take this universe. The only way that I think this could truly get screwed up is if DC goes back to their old tricks and basically goes, we're not happy with what James Gunn's putting out. And then they step in and do it all over again. And then we might be attending another fucking funeral.
Yeah. Well said.
We should probably get back out there.
Yeah, I think so. These uppers are crazy.
Where the hell is everybody? Everyone left, bud. We all heard you in here bitching about the DCEU for 3 hours starting at 5 a.m. Did you even sleep last night? Oh wait, I don't care.
You kind of got fucked there.
You know what? I think I feel a lot better now. Thank you, God.
Anytime, bud.
This is like a little epilogue.
Yeah.
A little epilogue.
Sorry, Bobby. We saw Superman.
You have a dog?
You know, we were pretty bleak, you know, about the future of DC films, you know. Gotta say, my opinion is starting to sway. I love this movie. Like, initial reactions, I'm gonna see it like a dozen more times, but like, this was like everything that I would have hoped.
And I mean, that's the main thing. Hope, joy, humanity.
Bobby, give your thought.
I love that movie. It's not enough to save DC though. Scrap the whole thing.
I've seen people say that it's very bloated and messy. I really didn't think so at all, because I mean, it's centered on Clark and Lois. There were other characters, but like they were fine too. Also, I think it really showed showing the Justice Gang and like them not being the best people, but like Superman likes influence, like leading them to like going to Bavaria and like actually helping those people and stuff like that. It really just shows that like hope spreads.
Yes. And Nicholas Hoult giving the performance of a fucking lifetime.
I'm not a huge Superman guy. Like, I don't watch a lot of Superman media. I've always kind of liked the idea of Luthor, but I rarely ever see him done really well.
Yeah.
I really like how smart, like how petty and angry he is. Extremely mad, and him crying at the end because in his mind the hero lost.
Yeah.
In his mind, humanity is doomed.
This raging narcissist, right?
I've always thought it was kind of hard making such a intelligent character also be so petty and vindictive, but I think they did it really well here.
I don't know what dog you're talking about. Ugly dog in a cage.
What did you say?
I think we might be back.
Boys, I think we're back.
We might be back.
I'm just so hope-pilled right now.
We got Peacemaker Season 2 coming.
Creature Commandos is apparently pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
It's getting the new
Season 2.
They just announced like all these other like Clayface and stuff and
Green Lantern.
Yeah,
show.
I'm fucking excited. I can't lie. We might be back. We might be back.
We might have to.
Funeral.
We might have to go into that tomb 3 days later.
And see if fucking
DC's gone.
All right, but you know, a happy ending.
Wasn't as good as Batman v Superman.
No, it could never be.